July in Nairobi just really means a cold weather season, and the cold can make you do some things. Call back your ex, maybe search for a new cuddle buddy, or order some more blankets. But this episode is gonna make you wanna serve up this comfort meal with the perfect side. In the meantime though, just pull out your notebooks because in this episode, we're gonna be making a bomb chicken curry that's not definitely gonna have you calling your ex. You're gonna be perfectly well fed on the couch. Now, first things first, we're gonna start by seasoning our chicken breast. I'm gonna head to cut it into some really nice thick cubes. Now, I'm gonna be drizzling in just a little bit of cooking oil into here. And this is a blend of my spices. I have salt, garam masala, turmeric, a little bit of curry powder, cayenne pepper. If you do not like it spicy, you can completely skip on the cayenne and replace it with paprika. And I also have some black pepper as well. So I'm gonna add this blend to the chicken, mix everything really well together. And if you want, you can marinate this for, maybe an hour or overnight if you would like. I am just going to marinate this really quickly and then just go ahead onto the stove to pan fry. Now that everything is well mixed, let's head on over to the stove to pan fry our chicken. Our pot is nice and hot. I'm gonna be adding in the oil. This is about a tablespoon of cooking oil. I'm just gonna let it get hot in here as well. So we're not gonna be overcrowding the pot. All we're gonna be doing is pan frying in stages. And all we're doing at this point is just cooking them so that they brown on the outside. They don't have to completely cook through, as chicken breast already cooks really quickly. As you can see, I literally cooked the chicken for about a minute to 2 minutes on each side. They're not completely cooked through. You can still see some pink, and you can see that they're juicy and bouncy, meaning they haven't cooked through at all. And now we're gonna add in our next batch. Now, if you start seeing your pans starting to build all this flavor onto the bottom, that's perfect. That's essentially what you want because it's what you need to build up on your sauce. Now that we've browned our chicken, I highly suggest that you don't skip on this step because you want to lock in a lot of flavor onto the chicken. I know a lot of times people marinate the chicken and then just throw it into the sauce. You might want to brown it. Now that that's done, we're going to be taking our vegetables to start building up on our sauce. Now, I'm not going to be adding any more oil into this pot. I'm just going to add in the onions first. And then I'm just going to cover them. As you can see, I've been opening up the pot, stirring up the onions, and then covering it again. And this is actually cooking on really low heat as already this fond at the bottom of the pot. The onions need to get soft, and as they're getting soft, they're helping lift the beautiful stuff that's at the bottom of the pot. And as you cover it, as you can see, there's moisture around the lid, and this is the moisture that you need to help the onions soften up. Now that the onions are soft to my liking, I'm just gonna start putting in a little bit of my spices. Now we have curry powder here, garam masala, a little bit of cloves, ground cloves, and cinnamon. And we're just gonna sprinkle that on top. We're not gonna use all of the spices at the same time. Now we're gonna go in with our tomatoes and our Dania. We're using the stems, most of the stems especially, and a little bit of the leaves. We're also gonna go in with our carrots. Now, I don't mind when everything is chunky, mainly because we're gonna be blending all of this down. Now that we've added everything in with the spices, we're just gonna cover this and let them cook until soft. It's been about 2 minutes. As you can see, there's moisture, and as you start scraping, the good stuff is lifting as well. However, you don't have to focus on that right now as such. You can go in with the rest of your spices. You can add in 4 cloves of garlic, stir that in there. And then I have chicken stock cube that I melted. So I've just added a little bit of the water to help start lifting up this fond at the bottom. I'm gonna go in with about half a teaspoon of salt into here. I'm just gonna start building on the salt levels. And now that I've scraped everything off the bottom of the pot and on the sides of the pot, what I'm gonna go ahead to do now is to cover it and then to really cook these until they're nice and soft. Already they are, however, I don't feel like the carrots are completely soft to my liking. One of the major reasons why I always tell you guys to taste your food and adjust it is that you know what else you need to add and change. I've just tasted my sauce. I feel like it needs a little bit of more curry powder and some more salt, because once you have the sauce perfect at this stage, then you won't need to adjust as the sauce starts to like simmer and stuff. Now that we've adjusted with more spices into here, we're gonna go in with a heaping tablespoon of tomato paste, and then I'm gonna go in with my sugar here. This is about 2 teaspoons. And this is just to make the sauce sweet and the tomato paste as well. And also the heat that's, in the chicken is gonna be balanced out with the sweetness that's happening in here. And as you can see, things are thickening up. At any point, you can start loosening it up with the stock. We're just gonna let things get to know each other for about a minute or so before we blend it. Now, I've tasted the sauce, I've adjusted it, it's perfect to my liking. I am going to be scooping this out and putting it in my jar here, which I'm gonna be hand blending. Ensure you don't leave anything behind in your pot. Everything is essential for you to blitz down every single thing. Now we're gonna just go ahead and blend this. Maybe we wanna turn it on. So I ensured to blend this until it was like really smooth, mainly because I had carrots in it. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, a carrot isn't going to a curry. I just think it's important to have a lot of vitamins in your curry, and you can build on it with just adding carrots. So now that we've blended everything, I wanna pour it back into the pot, and you can tell it's nice and smooth. We're gonna be adding in our bay leaves, and one thing that I'm doing is I'm using my vegetable stock, or chicken stock, sorry, and I'm going to rinse out this jar because I don't want to leave any flavor behind. As you can see, things are still thick, they're not runny, and we currently just have it on really low heat for everything just to get to know each other before we add in back our chicken. Now that our sauce is, the flavor is just bomb, we're gonna add back in our chicken that we had browned. I'm gonna go in with my yogurt as well. Now that we've added the yogurt, we added in the chicken, I've gone ahead to stir everything, and I'm just gonna let everything get to know each other for about, I wanna say 3 to 5 minutes, 5 minutes being really max. If you had more chicken, I would say, of course, you need to cook this a little bit longer for your chicken to cook through. I like my chicken moist and cooked through, so I don't particularly believe in leaving this on the stove for about even 15 minutes. And it's just because the chicken will be overcooked. I don't want to enjoy it like that. So yeah, possibly 3 to even, 6 minutes. I'm gonna leave the chicken in there, get to know each other, and we're gonna check on it when we're serving. Okay, it's been about, I wanna say 5 to 6 minutes. I'm just gonna place my curry into here. I don't know about you, but this is a bowl that would definitely slap in this cold weather, and I highly recommend, if you feel like I've broken any of the rules and added in carrots and you think, girl, you crazy, no curry has carrots, you can skip on the carrots, okay? You don't have to pop off in the comment section. You can just skip on the carrots and we don't have to have the beefing, okay? And also to top it off, I just garnished it with just a little bit of some Dania. Also, you can switch the yogurt and add in coconut cream, which of course would add in the coconut flavor that you need. And you could serve this up with some rice, some naan, some chapati, whatever side you like, even if it's just bread. This would definitely slap, even with just bread. Whatever size you like, go ahead and serve this up with. In the meantime though, I'm curious about the spices you use in your curry. You can let me know down below in the comment section. But if you're looking for the details of this recipe, they're in the description box. Until the next episode, I'm gonna stay eating delicious. I need you to do the same.